What, like Heidi? Like Heidi? I told you about a mountain. I live on an estate. Pen. Now, this week, Job Seekers, we're going to be looking.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becky. I'm an artist from the UK, and this is week 2 of PEACHTOBER. PEACHTOBER is an October drawing challenge done by the artist Very Little Peach. Every year she does a prompt list for every day in October, and this is the second year I've done it properly. But again, it's the same as last year. I don't think I'm going to get every day done, but we'll see how far we get. I started the prep for this in sort of mid-September when she released the prompt list, so I was ahead for a while, but I've actually caught up now, and as of today I have fallen behind a little bit. Just what happens when I'm trying to do artwork and have a job. But I've decided to give myself a few days off. I'm feeling a little bit burnt out, and I'll catch up with one of the prompts that really sparked some ideas in me, so I'll start again from there. I did a mixture of things this week. Did a bit in my sketchbook, did some collage, and I actually did a little bit of cross stitch, which I've never done before. I find with these challenges that I will take little leaps in my techniques and try something completely new. I don't know why, but it just sort of gives me the motivation to give something I've wanted to do for a long time ago. These are paint sticks. I picked them up last year, about PEACHTOBER time last year, and haven't used them much since, so I don't know what made me pick them up, but I did a lot of scribbling with them, and this sort of scribbly texture worked out really well for the pieces I wanted to make with them. Just some layering, some mixing, and yeah, they're really fun to use. They dried really quick, they mixed really well, and gave a really good texture, like I said. I ended up using them quite a lot this week, and there's a couple more I've got in mind to use them for. So really easy to use. I think these are actually children's ones. You can probably get more professional looking ones, but these worked out really well for experimenting. There are a couple of prompts that were sort of food based, and that's mainly what I've used this technique for. It just gives a really good like fruit peel texture, and it was really quick to get colour down. I didn't know if it was going to work, but once I'd cut it out, it really gave these apricots a lot of life, and you can really tell what they are. I think it worked out better than me just trying to paint it straight out as a normal painting. It gave it a lot more interest. was super inspired by the artist Pat Allbeck, who made a lot of tea towel designs for the National Trust. Did a load of different designs and styles, but the really simple, bold, almost cut paper like ones were the ones that really caught my eye, so I wanted to try and kind of replicate that, and these have come out really well. And these sort of style ones that I've done a couple now, they're the ones I'm sort of the most proud of. I have never done a cross stitch. I don't know what possessed me to have a go now, but what better time to try it than in a challenge. That's why I'm only doing a little one. I just thought I'd give it a go. As the prompt was pixel, it does suit it. I'm not very good at digital still, and I don't know, this kind of felt right. As always, I include my dog a lot. As I was doing a new technique, I didn't want to get overcomplicated. So I thought, why not do a tiny portrait of her? You can kind of tell. It's her. I did tweak it a lot after I finished filming. It did start to get on my nerves a little bit because I wasn't good at it straight away. But I'm kind of pleased with the end result. I was quite inspired by kneelers for this. Kneelers are those little square cushions you get in churches and cathedrals that you're supposed to kneel on to pray. I've always been intrigued by them, and I bought the amazing book, sort of archiving a lot of different ones from different cathedrals, and the meanings behind them and different artists, and I ended up making a really teeny tiny one. I'm not sure if I'll do this again. It was fiddly, probably because it was so small. But I don't know, I might sort of get the urge to, but I'm glad I've tried it, and it's something I've got ticked off on my list in my brain that I can now move on from. So I totally forgot to record this, so I did a real quick crappy stop motion of me putting it together. But again, I used the paint pens to create the texture on the dog. I'm not hugely satisfied with the face, but it's done, and that's another one ticked off the list. This one was intended to be made out of felt. I was going to do it on a little banner, but I just didn't have the time to do it. So again, I went back to the paint pens because they worked out so well last time, and again, they worked out really well this time. I'm going to have to experiment with them a lot more and maybe buy some slightly better quality ones.
Listen, I pulled up Prisoner of Love on Tuesday. I was just kind of looking.
This was maybe a little bit of a stretch for Cape. It's more of a cloak, and it's a super self-indulgent fan art piece. If you are sort of my age and had Nickelodeon, you would have watched Are You Afraid of the Dark? It was a staple in our house, more than Goosebumps, I'd say, and this episode is one of our favourites. It's called The Bookish Babysitter, and yeah, it's on YouTube, so you should definitely find it to watch it. But she's just a little icon between us. By us, I mean my brother and me especially. It's by no means perfect, the face. Yeah, I'm not super pleased with it. She's got kind of a weird look, which she does have low-key in the episode, but I'm just not super happy with it. But overall, it's cute, and my brother liked it, so he'll probably be getting it for his birthday, so surprise. It's a bit of a mixed media piece again. I did some collage, and again the paint pens, a bit of pencil crayon, and some cut paper. So I managed to get all of my tools in there as I could. If you're not familiar with Are You Afraid of the Dark, please do go and watch it. It's super 90s, but there's some real bangers in there. There's some terrible ones, obviously, but some of them are amazing. So yeah, please do go and watch them. They're all on YouTube, so you'll be able to find some. There's about 7 series, I think. Yeah, if you want a list of my favourite episodes, I can do that for you. This one is possibly a little cheat. This is a redraw from a portrait I did, I can't remember how long ago, which I wasn't super happy with. So I thought I'd just have another go and see how it goes. This time the face was a lot better. I've come a long way with my portraits since I did the first one. And yeah, it's alright. It ticked the box again for Burrow. It was nice using the oval shape, I've not done that before. This was just an offcut of a piece I had. I have got another one, so I might try and work that one into another one. It was just, different from the normal square format that I use. Kept the background simple and flat with not a lot of detail. I like work that's super flat. I like it with the illusion of depth and layers, and I don't know, I like it juxtaposed against the super detailed face or other singular details that are slightly more work to than others. I think it gives a nice contrast. Got my tiny signature house in. I do like to get a tiny house into as many paintings as I can. It's become a little thing of mine. I'm obsessed with tiny houses. If you've never seen any of my work before, I will get a tiny house in as many of them as I can. Here they are all together. It was a pretty good week overall. Had some fun with experimenting and ideas generation. Hopefully you stuck around to the end. Thank you if you did, and maybe join me for next week.